In 2006, Chrysler found themselves doing a complete rebrand and go from appealing to an older generation to trying to appeal to the new generation of car buyers who were just into faster cars. And that same mindset went for their brother companies such as Dodge and Jeep, and with that in mind, they introduced us to cars like the Dodge Magnum SRT-8, the Chrysler 300 SRT-8, and even the Dodge Charger SRT-8 that were all equipped with a naturally aspirated V8 Hemi engine, which definitely helped satisfy the need for speed from the customers, but it still felt like they were missing an audience as there were plenty of dads or people who needed extra space that also wanted a fast car, so they figured what better SUV to upgrade than the Jeep Grand Cherokee, and they called this upgraded version the Jeep GrandCherokee SRT-8. And with all that out the way, let's talk about what makes this car truly one of the best SUVs ever made. Starting with what's under the hood, and that's the 6.1 liter V8 Hemi engine used in all of the other SRT-8 cars as well, producing 420 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque, which is sent to all wheels as this car is an all-wheel drive vehicle, meaning no spinning when you're taking off, which in return allows this 4,200 pound 5-seater SUV to do the 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.7 seconds and the quarter mile in an impressive 13.2 seconds, making this car one of the fastest SUVs produced for its time. But the SRT-8 treatment this car received didn't just stop at the engine, as this car uses a special SRT torque converter for the transmission itself, as well as the usual SRT tuning to shocks, springs, brakes, anti-roll bars, and bushings, and also SRT did lower the ride height by an inch as well. They also recalibrated the electronic stability program and fit high performance 20-inch Goodyear radials on lightweight forged alloys, which were staggered in size to exploit the rear-based powertrain. And the brakes themselves were these 4-piston Brembo brakes with big vented rotors providing excellent clamping force at each corner. And as awesome as this car was with all the features it still had its own imperfections, such as the steering being a bit too darty and the transmission sometimes ignoring requests to downshift. But perhaps the most astonishing element of the Grand Cherokee's extreme makeover is the fact that the car only costed $40,000 at the time of release, which is definitely a bargain for a car like this. And this generation of the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT-8 ran from 2006 through 2010, but since this car was such a hit, Jeep decided to bring it back for a second trim in 2011 that received a facelift alongside a bigger engine with more horsepower. But we will talk about that car in a separate video of itself. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content like this, and let me know what car you want to see me do next.